I absolutely love to read. I am a member of Goodreads, where I track all my books and I set my annual reading goal. I am a member of book clubs so that I can experience different kinds of books than I would normally choose. And I'm excited to talk to you today about the benefits of setting an annual reading goal. So, I'm Rachel. This is Designed Resilience, the corner of the internet where we talk about building daily habits and practices that help you have the resilience you need when things are amazing or the stamina you need when things are hard, because both require energy and we don't have to wait till they happen to build that energy. We can do it daily. And within the pillar of personal growth and development, I want to tell you how impactful having an annual reading goal has been for me. I didn't think it was going to be a big deal because I've always been a reader. I love getting new books. I love going to the library. I love buying books. I look into different kinds of books. That's why I join book clubs, because I'll be exposed to things I wouldn't naturally pick. And it wasn't until maybe December 2022 or 23. I've been doing annual reading goals since, at least documenting them since probably the mid 20 teens. And I was really kind of struggling at work and things had felt heavy. And it was December and I hit my reading goal and the little fireworks popped up on the screen and I got this huge hit of satisfaction hormones and I was like, "Oh, this is a really good thing to do for myself." In the event that life is not letting me see how successful I'm being, having an annual reading goal does. I really felt boosted that day when I had finished reading at that year. It was 50 books was the goal that I had set for myself. I don't always hit my reading goals. As a matter of fact, 2025, my reading goal was 60 for the second time in a row, because in 2024, when I'd set my reading goal for 60 books, I didn't hit it. So I set it again for 60. And I also did that for 2026 because it was a good pace for me, that I'm not always going to try to keep cramming books in. I just want a motivating goal that I can achieve that helps me kind of pursue learning and growth through reading. I'm a person who considers reading physical books and listening to audiobooks exactly the same. You benefit from the information, and you can customize based on what you have time for, kind of what your life's doing. If you're a really long commute, audiobooks are amazing. If you are, sitting at kiddos' practices, maybe a physical book is something that you can do. So I think both are equally important. I think it's important to get out of your comfort zone when reading. So I tend to read nonfiction. I love biographies. I love encouraging and inspirational books. I love kind of reading about things that are real. But I have found through these book clubs that I joined that I also can get into a mystery once in a while. I can enjoy historical fiction. I do like historical fiction. I like the storytelling aspect of some of the fantasy books and kind of the world building and things. So, experiencing a variety of books is something that makes reading for me interesting. I've also gotten to the age where I can say no to a book. Kind of like food or drink. Like when I was in my 20s, I would have powered through food or a drink even if I didn't like it because I paid for it and I'm going to, eat it. But I've gotten to the point where I know there's just certain type of writing styles that I don't enjoy. And so I no longer have a hard time not finishing. Where I used to would have powered through a book because I started it and I'm going to finish it. I don't do that anymore. I post my books as I complete them throughout the year on LinkedIn. And what's been amazing about sharing my annual reading goal and my journey to accomplishing it is that people connect. Sometimes a book I read really impacted someone else's life and they want to tell me about that, or they were going to read it, and I posted that I had read the book and they asked me how it is, or it's just kind of a way for me to share with my community the things that I am um, exposing myself to and the new concepts that reading those books is bringing to me. And I also get great recommendations because people know that I'm a reader. They will tell me about books that they have loved and read that I should check out. And those are a lot of fun. And I love giving credit to the people who recommend books for me. Um, I think reading for me is an escape. It is something I can do and I don't feel guilty about not being productive. So I have a tendency to use my downtime to enjoy reading. I definitely have benefited from the library when money has been tight, going and seeing the variety of entertainment that they have, books certainly, but also DVDs and movies and television shows and magazines and um, cultural events. So the book club I found here was through the library. I'm also signed up for a tea tasting. They're going to bring in an expert on tea and doing that. So my passion for reading is opening new doors through my local library for ways to meet people and explore new things, and it doesn't get better than that. So I would highly recommend setting a very realistic annual reading goal so that you have something to look forward to accomplishing. It helps you stay motivated as you explore reading maybe for the first time since you were in school, or are challenged to explore new genres and new authors and styles. And can kind of keep track of that as you go through the year. It's fun to look back at the end of the year and see what you've read and remember the things that were important at those times based on what you remember. And use it as something to be proud of. I think most people are interested in learning about what you've read, and it's fun to share. It's fun to have something to talk about like that you can share with your colleagues. And that's something I've bonded with my colleagues with as well, is sharing good books that we're passing around. So a little bit more than just the day-to-day efforts of our job. So I would highly encourage you, set an annual reading goal. Don't make it overwhelming. Do something realistic, even if it's 6 books a year. That's 6 more than you might have read otherwise. And it will help you believe in your ability to grow and develop over time. I never thought I'd read 60 books in a year until I set the goal, and I didn't achieve it the first time. So I set it again and I did. And I think it's a good pace for me. I think that's where I'm going to stay, 60 books a year. So if you're interested in seeing the books I read, we can connect on Goodreads or LinkedIn. Drop me a comment below and I'll provide you those links. But yeah, see about bringing more reading into 2026. I found it super fulfilling. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you next week.